Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Look at me. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Rock it. Strip that block. Hard.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Niners' 48-yard line.
Ain't no such thing as a man. Hey, exit. Out. Watch the safety go out.
Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And he works free. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Gray.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. flag comes in. This might be a free play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Here's Lance to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Gray. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Mitchell. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gray. Touchdown, 49ers!
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Gold able to tack on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. To return, here's Agnew.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go play action now. Lawrence swings this out for Hunt.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On play action, Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, shoot. Rock it. He's coming.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to go up top again. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
Tight end's right. 3 down.
7.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. On play action, Lance. He's going to let this one go deep. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Leo!
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Hey, Sam on! 5.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Buying time to his left. Finding room to the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Now Lawrence.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And it bangs off the right upright, no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Lance looking to throw it.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on first down is Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance again. He finds his man, complete. It's Gray. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
A final shot before half for Lance. And that's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Now it's Wilson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And Lance now to throw.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Looking to throw again on second down.
Lance.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here.
And that is incomplete.
Whoever the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. Man open, here's Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one, needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On third down, Lawrence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. So wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check safety, check safety. Bang, bang. Clear. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Go. Check the back. Ready, go.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Lance now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On 2nd down now. It's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Agnew now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 41, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Hey, Sam on. Check 31, check 31. Jump, recon, 132 fighter. Get up.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll run here with Robinson. Running right through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Squeeze. Check. Crunch. We two jet bombers. Slam.
Now Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look at me. Door. Shoot.
They run. Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. 7 yards the pick up there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That's a room to maneuver. And all the way
inside the 15 before they drop it. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On first down, Mitchell. And he's brought down. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance. To run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Niners, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, add another loss to the